Good day, good day, good day. I want to welcome you to Wow Moments with Shelby Frederick. And we are on day 21 of our 30-day self-care challenge. And today's self-care tip is to talk to someone about how you're feeling. And as you have already received in your email, I'm going to go into a little bit more detail as to how therapy can help with self-care. So if you're ready, let's get started. So therapy can often uncover the root of a failure to care for oneself. If depression is the cause, therapy can typically help relieve symptoms of depression and improve one's mood, which will generally lead to one becoming able to meet self-care needs once again. In the case of dementia, therapy can often help in the early stages by teaching new coping and communication skills. Therapy might also be useful in helping families learn how to cope with a loved one's dementia. In therapy, the family can learn new ways to help their loved one maintain some level of self-care skills. Medication and a high level of care, such as daily activities at a hospital or community mental health center, might also help one's self-care skills improve. The failure to care for oneself due to wanting to please or care for others, which might be seen of an individual in a codependent relationship or in the case of overly demanding family members, can indicate some difficulty with self-image and or setting boundaries. Therapy can help an individual develop a stronger self-image and become better able to say no to those who ask too much. And as we have learned in various of our activities over the past 21 days, just going to go over some of these are probably going to be some of the same ones, but it shall serve as a reminder of the importance of finding that self-care routine that is going to work for you. So some self-care activities that helps to boost well-being. Meeting one's own needs tend to make a person more able to help and support others and, generally speaking, to obtain more happiness and fulfillment from life. In order to facilitate your own healthy routine to make sure that your needs are met, it can be helpful to develop a self-care plan centered on 3 components: physical, mental, and spiritual health self-care. So, eating well, exercising regularly are both aspects of physical self-care that have been shown to improve an individual's state of mind. Many reputable sources recommend about 75 to 150 minutes of physical activity each week. You do not have to try to run a marathon or pump iron. A simple 30-minute walk, at least a few times a week, will suffice. Prioritizing sleep is another physical self-care tactic. Try committing to 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night for a week and see how you feel then. Regularly engaging your brain with puzzles and creative activities is also a great way to make sure you are practicing mental self-care, as is simply taking a little time to be alone. Even people who thrive in the company of others generally need some time on their own to rest and to process experiences. Finally, many assume the spiritual component of self-care means spending time in a church, mosque, or temple, or other religious building. Religion, however, is only one expression of spirituality. You can practice spiritual self-care in many different ways, such as volunteering to help others in need, spending time in the great outdoors, connecting with nature, or just reading about religious practices and values that intrigue you. So I hope that you have enjoyed and learned something about today's self-care tip. Talking with someone about how you are feeling. I'm glad that you were able to tune in, and we are going to keep on as we are almost to the end of our 30-day self-care challenge. Meet me back here on tomorrow for day number 22. You have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.